Okay, let's unpack this. What if that dream trip, the one you've always wanted, came with a hidden cost? Like a really massive cost, something that could change your life forever.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're diving into a pretty shocking story. It's about Sumit Kumar, a 27-year-old chips vendor from Narnaul. His story, well, it starts with this really tempting offer of luxury.
Yeah, it sounds great at first.
Right, but it unravels really quickly into his unwitting involvement in a huge cyber fraud. We're talking 1.93 crore. It's staggering.
And that's exactly why this deep dive today is so important. It's not just, one person's bad luck. It really shows how sophisticated these cyber scams have become.
Yeah.
We're going to look at how easily people, completely unsuspecting people, can get tangled up in this stuff. And more than that, understand the mechanics. How digital exploitation actually works, especially this idea of a mule account.
Okay.
Hopefully this helps you spot the red flags if you ever encounter something similar.
So let's talk about the lure. What was so tempting? Well, Sumit was offered a 6-day trip to Chandigarh, all expenses paid.
Nice.
Plus 50,000 rupees in cash and access to, well, luxuries totally outside his normal life. Apparently, it was his first time ever staying in a hotel.
Wow, really?
Yeah, let alone leaving his hometown. So you can imagine the excitement must have been, well, huge for him.
Absolutely. Prime target, really.
And here's where it gets really interesting. The gang actually set up his stay at Hotel Greenland in Chandigarh, Sector 125. This was between May 28 and June 3, and they spent over 55,000 rupees just on him.
55,000. On what?
Lavish meals, liquor, Chinese food, desserts, Indian and foreign liquor, all ordered through room service. All of it essentially was a cover.
Right, a way to keep him happy, distracted, compliant.
Exactly.
And that lavish setup was central to the deception. Once Sumit was settled in Chandigarh, comfortable, he was told to hand over his phone and his banking details.
Oh, okay. Alarm bells.
Big ones. He gave them to a key suspect, a guy named Mohit. And from that moment on, Mohit and his crew started using Sumit's account.
To do what?
To channel stolen money. As the Gurugram police PRO, Sumit Kumar, put it, he was promised good food, liquor, and a luxury hotel, all expenses covered. Mohit took possession of his account and phone, and over 6 days, large sums were routed through the account.
So that's the mule account thing you mentioned.
Exactly. That's the classic definition. They exploit someone's personal bank account to move illicit funds. It helps them hide the money trail.
It adds a layer, right? Makes it harder to trace back to the actual criminals.
Precisely. These networks move money incredibly fast, often through multiple accounts, maybe digital wallets, even crypto sometimes. It's all designed to obscure where the money came from and where it's going.
And the scale here, it wasn't just one victim's money, was it?
No. His account became like a junction box. Funds from multiple victims across different cities in India were funneled through it, all part of that larger 1.93 crore network.
Wow. And there was one specific case mentioned.
Yes. A primary complaint came from a 52-year-old telecom engineer in Gurugram.
Yeah.
He reported losing over 70 lakh rupees, 70.26 lakh.
70 lakh.
And get this, 21.33 lakh of that, a significant chunk, was traced flowing directly through Sumit's bank account.
So even if he didn't know the full extent, the money physically passed through his account.
Correct. And that's where things went really wrong for Sumit himself.
Yeah.
After the 6 days, he went back home to Mahendragarh, got his 50,000 rupees.
And Mohit
Vanished. Disappeared. Later, Sumit was arrested. Police put him on a 2-day remand.
And did he talk?
He did. He gave up names, including Mohit's.
But the police stance is pretty clear. Even if Sumit didn't grasp the sheer magnitude, the fact that he willfully shared his bank details makes him an accessory.
An accessory to a multi-crore fraud? That's quite a fall for a free trip.
It is, and it highlights how powerful that lure of luxury, or maybe just desperation, can be. But it's more than just wanting nice things, isn't it? There's psychology involved.
Yeah, how do scammers bypass our usual caution? Well, it's fascinating, really. They use what's called social engineering, often creating urgency, this offer won't last, or exclusivity, this is just for you. Sometimes, like here, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
The dream trip.
Exactly. They isolate the person, control the environment like they did in that hotel, build trust very quickly. It makes critical thinking really difficult.
Default.
Which brings up a tough question. How much checking, how much due diligence do we owe ourselves when something seems too good to be true?
Especially when desire clouds our judgment. So the investigation is ongoing. Mohit is seen as a key player. They're hunting for him and others. More arrests are expected as they unravel this network. But stepping back, what does this mean for you listening right now?
I think connecting it to the bigger picture, this case is a stark reminder of just how sophisticated cybercriminals are.
Yeah.
And how absolutely vital it is to guard your personal financial information, your bank details, your phone access. That's valuable.
It's your digital identity, essentially.
It really is. And these aren't lone wolves. They're organized networks using layers of deception.
Yeah.
The key takeaway, if someone offers you something amazing but needs your bank access, it's almost certainly not for your benefit.
Right. So maybe the final thought for everyone listening is this. The next time you see an offer online that seems unbelievably good, pause. Ask yourself, what are the hidden strings attached to this free luxury? Could you, maybe inadvertently, end up becoming part of someone else's nightmare?